students. Today I am going to teach you about tenses. There are 12 basic tenses in grammar. The main tenses found in language include past, present, future. These tenses are divided into 4 aspects, that is simple, progressive, perfect and perfect progressive. So 12 types of tenses are simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. So these are 12 types of tenses. Now let's see one by one. First one, the simple present tense. The simple present tense is one of several forms of present tense in English. It is used to describe the habits in unchanging situations, general truths and fixed arrangements. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one is positive sentence structure. Subject plus V1. Where subjects are I, we, you, they and plurals, we will put V1, that is first form of verb. It means base form. Now, when the subjects are he, she, it or singular, we will put verb with s or es or ies. Now, negative sentence structure. Subject, where subjects are I, we, you, they or plurals, we will put do plus not plus V1, that is basic form or first form of verb. And when the subjects are he, she, it or singulars, we will put does plus not plus V1. Now question sentence structure. First of all, we will put do plus subject with subjects I, we, you, they or plurals plus V1. Now does plus subjects he, she, it or singular plus V1. So what we learn from this? When the subjects are I, we, you, they or plural in positive sentence, we will put first form of verb, and in negative or question sentence, we will put do plus V1 form. And when the subjects are he, she, it or singulars, we will put s, es or ies at the end of the verb. And when there is negative or question sentence, we will put does and use V1 form of verb. Now let's see the indicators. Indicators means time words. Always, often, occasionally, every day or daily, frequently, sometimes, usually. These words are used in simple present tense. So from these words we can identify the tense. We can say that this is simple present tense. Now let's see the examples. First one, students write essay every day. Its negative sentence will be students do not write essay every Friday. Now question sentence, do students write essay every Friday? Now second example, she watches TV serial every evening. Now negative sentence, she does not watch TV serial every evening. Question sentence, does she watch TV serial every evening? Now let's see the second tense, that is simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to talk about a completed action in a time before now. The simple past tense is the basic form of the past tense in English. The time of the action can be in the recent past or the distant past, and duration action is not important. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus V2. V2 means past verb form. Negative sentence, subject plus did plus not plus V1. Question sentence, did plus subject plus V1. So what we learn from this? We will put V2 when there is positive sentence. V2 means past form. And in negative and question sentence, we will put did and use V1 form. When did is there, we will not put V2. When did, we will use only base form, that is V1. Now indicators, time words. These are yesterday, ago, last, with last month, last year, last week, last night, last evening, last morning, etc. So these are the indicators. Now let's see the examples. First one, they sang a song yesterday. They did not sing a song yesterday. Question sentence, Did they sing a song yesterday? Second one, he wrote a beautiful message for his mother. Negative sentence. He did not write a beautiful message for his mother. Question sentence. Did he write a beautiful message for his mother? Now the third one, simple future tense. The simple future tense refers to a time older than now and expresses facts or certainty. The simple future tense is used to predict a future event. Now let's see the sentence structure. First, positive sentence structure. Subject plus will plus V1. Negative sentence. Subject plus will plus not plus V1. Question sentence. Will plus subject plus V1. And the indicators are tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and the words with next. Just like next week, next month, next year, next evening, next morning, next night, etc. Now let's see the examples. Rohan will visit his native place next month. Rohan will not visit his native place next month. This was the negative sentence. Now question sentence. Will Rohan visit his native place next month? Second example. Students will attend the classes on weekend. Negative sentence. Students will not attend the classes on weekend. Question sentence. Will students attend the classes on weekend? Now let's see the fourth one. Present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is a verb tense which is used to show that ongoing action is happening now, either at the moment of speech or now in a large sense. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus am is are plus we with ing. Now let's see where we put am, is or are. When there is subject I, we will put am. And when the subject is he, she, it or any singular word, we will put is. And when subject is we, you, they or any plural word, then we will put are. Now negative sentence structure. Subject plus am is are plus not plus we with ing. And question sentence. Am is are plus subject plus we with ing. Now indicators, that is time words. Now, at the time, at present, right now, etc. Now let's see the examples. She is making cake now. Negative sentence. She is not making cake now. Question sentence. Is she making cake now? Second one. Boys are playing football. Negative sentence. Boys are not playing football. Question sentence. Are boys playing football? Now fifth one. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing past action was happening at a specific moment of interruption or that two ongoing actions were happening at the same time. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus was were plus we with ing. Now let's see where we will put was or were. When the subjects are I, he, she, it or any singular, we will put was. And when the subjects is we, you, they or any plural, then we will put were. Now negative sentence structure. Subject plus was or were, not plus we with ing. Now let's see the question sentence structure. Was, were plus subject plus we with ing. Now let's see the indicators. When, while, at that time. Now let's see the examples. First one, he was doing his homework at that time. Negative sentence, he was not doing his homework at that time. Question sentence, was he doing his homework at that time? Second one, my friends were reading the chapter. Negative sentence, my friends were not reading the chapter. Question sentence, were my friends reading the chapter? Now next one, sixth one, future continuous tense. A future continuous tense is a verb tense that indicates that something will occur in the future and continue for an expected length of time. Now let's see the sentence structure. Positive sentence structure. Subject plus will plus be plus be with ing. Second one, negative sentence structure. Subject plus will plus not plus be plus be with ing. Question sentence structure. Will plus subject plus be plus be with ing. So what we learn from this, when there is any continuous tense, we will put ing at the end of the verb. Now let's see the indicators. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, from 5 till 6 o'clock, this time next Monday. So these indicators show that it shows the specific time of future. Now let's see the examples. First one, she will be making dinner for me. Negative sentence, she will not be making dinner for me. Question sentence, will she be making dinner for me? Second one, they will be writing their exam tomorrow 1 o'clock. Negative sentence, they will not be writing their exam tomorrow 1 o'clock. Question sentence, will they be writing their exam tomorrow 1 o'clock? Now, seventh one, present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is a verb tense which is used to show that an action has taken place once or many times before now. The present perfect is most frequently used to talk about experiences or changes that have taken place, but there are some less common uses as well. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subjects plus have or has plus V3. V3 means past participle. Now let's see where we put have and where we put has. Where the subjects are I, we, you, they or plurals, then we will use have. And when the subject is he, she, it or any singular, then we will put has. Now let's see the negative sentence structure. Subject plus have or has plus not plus V3. Question sentence structure, have or has plus subject plus V3. Now indicators, just, already, yet, ever, never, since and for. Now let's see the examples. He has already completed his work. Negative sentence, he has not already completed his work. Question sentence, has he already completed his work? Second one, they have finished the project just now. Negative sentence, they have not finished the project just now. Question sentence, have they finished the project just now? Eighth one, past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is a verb tense used to talk about actions that were completed before some point in the past. The past perfect tense is for talking about something that happened before something else. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus head plus V3. Negative sentence structure. Subject plus head plus not plus V3. Question sentence structure, head plus subject plus V3. Now let's see the indicators, before and after. Now let's see the examples. He had eaten the chocolate before he came. Negative sentence, he had not eaten the chocolate before he came. Question sentence, had he eaten the chocolate before he came? Second one, they had given money to her. Negative sentence, they had not given money to her. Question sentence, had they given money to her? Now ninth one, future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is a verb tense used to describe an event that is expected or planned to happen before a time of a reference in the future. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus will plus have plus V3. Second one, negative sentence structure. Subject plus will plus not plus have plus V3. Third one, question sentence structure. Will plus subjects plus have plus V3. So what we learn from this perfect tenses, where there is any perfect tenses, future, past or present, we will put V3 as a verb. Okay. Now let's see the indicators. By the time, by then. Now let's see the examples. First one, she will have visited this place. Negative sentence, she will not have visited this place. Question sentence, will she have visited this place? Second one, they will have purchased the books. Negative sentence, they will not have purchased the books. Question sentence, will they have purchased the books? Now 10th one, present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense shows that something started in the past and is continuing at the present tense. That is present perfect continuous tense. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus have or has plus been plus be with ing. Second one, negative sentence structure. Subject plus have or has plus not plus been plus be with ing. Question sentence structure. Have or has plus subject plus been plus be with ing. So as per the rule we understood in previous tense, have with I, we, you, their and plural, and has with he, she, it and singular. Now let's see the indicators. All plus time words, some time words used with all, and since and for. Now let's see the examples. Mr. Sharma has been teaching mathematics since 5 years. Negative sentence. Mr. Sharma has not been teaching mathematics since 5 years. Question sentence. Has Mr. Sharma been teaching mathematics since 5 years? Second one. They have been living here since 5 months. Negative sentence. They have not been living here since 5 months. Question sentence. Have they been living here since 5 months? Now let's see the next one. 11th. Past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense shows that started in the past, continued up until another time in the past. So started in the past and finished in the past. Okay. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus had plus been plus be with ing. Negative sentence structure. Subject plus had plus not plus been plus be with ing. Question sentence structure. Had plus subject plus been plus be with ing. Indicators, when and before. Let's see the examples. First one. She had been writing books since last 4 years. Negative sentence. She had not been writing books since last 4 years. Question sentence. Had she been writing books since last 4 years? Second one. They had been looking after this building. Negative sentence. They had not been looking after this building. Question sentence. Had they been looking after this building? Now let's see the next one. Last one. Future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is the verb tense that describes actions that will continue up until a point in the future. Now let's see the sentence structure. First one, positive sentence structure. Subject plus will plus have plus been plus be with ing. Negative sentence structure. Subject plus will plus not plus have plus been plus be with ing. Third one, question sentence. Will plus subject plus have plus been plus be with ing, and the indicators are for plus period of time. Now let's see the examples. First one, he will have been building a home. He will not have been building a home. Question sentence. Will he have been building a home? Second one, they will have been living in this apartment. Negative sentence. They will not have been living in this apartment. Question sentence. Will they have been living in this apartment? So, here we learn all 12 tenses and their question, negative and simple sentence structure. Okay, all the 3 sentence structure, their indicators means time words and all the examples. So now here we are finishing our topic tenses.